And it's time to start the stream again. Yes, stream. No, yesterday we had a stream. It was a nice stream. We made Venom. You can check it out if you haven't. Now we will do just Artstation reviews, so no stream today for sculpting. But Artstation reviews. Also, I started my leg anatomy course today. I started recording it. So it should be ready by the end of the month, hopefully, if I have time. Then let's continue with the comments. He took the insult from the other guy and make it a title. No, everybody called me a bald guy, so it's not exactly an insult since I am bald. When something is true, usually it's not an insult. If he called me a penis head guy, then it will be a little bit of an insult, but if you know what you are, it doesn't matter what people are calling you, you know. And it's not exactly an insult. You should not be insulted by anybody if you know what you are. So, let's continue and with Ilin Sergey. Or Sergey Ilin. Ievgen. Not sure, but he's from Russia and he's doing great. Let's see this. This is looking fine, although I don't completely like the pose. Also, to make a background kind of more in your face than the foreground, than the character itself, so in this case it's red, it's a little bit of a bold decision and sometimes doesn't pay off that well. This one is not bad, but the pose is not completely nice. He's having completely blank face and he's kind of charging, but not so much. He's just kind of falling. So otherwise it's a cool thing, but there are some issues. This one is looking great. The car, pretty cool. By the way, I saw one car that blew my mind. Somewhere in Facebook I saw it, I think. Somebody have done it with every detail on the tires, every writing and all the... It was just so... I mean, I cannot imagine doing something like this. Let's see this. Okay. So, face anatomy. Probably we have some... Oh, we have animations here. Her mouth is a little bit uncanny valley because of the lower lip. The lower lip on the sides here, it's hanging too much and it's looking pretty awkward. So there are issues, but other than that, the rendering is pretty nice and the horns are amazing looking. Materials are fine. So this is a nice job, and this guy knows what he's doing. Especially he's pretty good at presenting his works, but his characters, we have more to want from them, since this guy is obviously a 3D artist. He's good at what he's doing, but his characters, the anatomy and the posing of this one, yeah. Other than that, great job with the presentations. Everything is bright and visible and nice. Nothing is like dark and hidden. Ooh, we are seeing this guy is Bryan Lozano from France. Maybe Bryan from France. Bryan Lozano from France. Okay. Ooh, this looks pretty nice. I would like to see a little bit more sharp angles on the hair, but other than that, it looks fabulous. I mean, and here a bit more sharp angles on the broom would be nice. Overall, the pose, the presentation, and everything looks pretty good. I don't have anything against this. Looks amazing. This character. This is a real-time character, I assume. It is made in A pose. Then it has low poly, pretty low, which is great. It has a lot of maps. And at the end, a pretty good character, I would say. So this guy is kind of experienced. He knows what he's doing. This one, though, it's old. This one is 6 years ago and needs to be removed almost immediately, because this kind of old works are just getting the quality of your portfolio down, as we know. and we know it. Nobody's chatting in the chat. Probably people are too busy to do something else, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. We are doing this. So this is 3 years ago. Also, the quality of this is not on the level of the other ones, the newer ones. Although if we can see the face, they're pretty similar faces. Maybe he's reusing the head from this one to this one. But this one is way, way better. This is 9 months ago, and it's nicer pose, nicer anatomy, overall nice. So development of the character artist, so development of this guy, Bryan Lozano, is from France, is visible. So the oldest things need to go. This one is amazing. I like it probably the most, but this one is also nice. When we see this one though, it doesn't fit. I mean, yeah, this probably is a nice kind of a procedural texture for sandblasted tiles or whatever, but characters, and then this one, which looks not exactly like a character, and it's a little bit interesting, peculiar. This is cool. The last work with Toon Shader. Those I like this one the most, probably. Yeah. But you see, all the thumbnails here are kind of bright, kind of clear, and with colors and looking nice. Except for this one, which and the model also is bad because it's old and it needs to go. At least that one needs to go. Maybe some other things needs to go too, but this one definitely needs to go away for good. We are just shy. Okay, people in the chat are shy. Very nice, I understand. I'm off work and just joined the stream, here to stay and watch while I clean. Very good, cleaning, watching the stream. Thanks for the review, no problem. That French accent, ooh la la, I know. This is, I just try sometimes, just to make myself more interesting. So this guy is Hen Brisi from we don't know where, and judging by the name, I definitely don't know where is he from. But if we go and do this, get this X and put it in front and press enter, usually we will go to his page and we will see that he's from Israel. And he's doing this, which is like a small figurine of a dwarf. Looking great, by the way. I like how this dwarf has big head, highly stylized. The stylization is pretty nice. I like the hairs, the overall, the beard and everything. I don't like the gloves that much. They can be better, definitely. But other than that, pretty good job. Let's see this guy. Stylized soldier. Bust. With low poly. Textures and everything. Probably. Very cool. And Frost Giant. Nice, nicely done. And this Frost Giant is low poly or just a high poly. It's a low poly. 72k triangle, so retopologizing and everything. Nice. Usually when you retopologize, you don't retopologize every piece of geometry separately. You retopologize some things together in order for the animators to be able to select them better. This way, it will be a hell for the animator to rig it and to put all those things in the way so they will not interact with each other, go inside each other. If you want something to stay as it is, you retopologize it in the same mesh. Yeah, it's difficult. Yes, it's harder. Yeah, it takes a lot more time. But in the end, the model will be much more professional looking. Okay. Emmy. Let's see if we can get the accent here, because this is also from France. So, Emilie Bousquet. I don't know. Bousquet. Emilie Bousquet. From France. So, she's doing this, which is some kind of cars. Oh, this guy is jumping, a ninja. This is like the game back in the days when one frog is jumping to cross the street, and Yeah, it's pretty interesting. Game Jam Mobile Casual Jam Prototype. Interesting, but when we see the thumbnail, imagine I am a guy who is searching for somebody to do freelance for them, and I want somebody to do characters for me, and I see characters here and there, but here I see some in the thumbnail. I see just some very low poly trucks, and it's not exactly a good presentation. And if your thumbnail is not appealing, then the overall artwork will not be seen by anybody, and it's seen by only 23 people, and it has only 1 like. By the way, the people that see the artworks, comparing to the people that are liking the artworks, will kind of give the idea of the overall appealing of the artwork. This one is looking 2D, it's illustration. Okay, let's see, this one is 3D, and we have some issues with the anatomy here. It's a stylized. The head and the hair is looking very nice, but the arms are a little bit, yeah, even stylized arms, and the shoulders also. The shoulders are pretty short. Even stylized arms should be better than this. They should be, for example, the shoulders should be like this, stylized, and then we should have the arms something like that. The shoulders are too short, the biceps is not existing. Here there is kind of a, you know, so the face looking great. We can even enhance it. I'm joking, of course, but I'm not joking about the shoulders. They need to be taller, and they need to go over like this. And maybe here a little sharp angle will also enhance the overall stylization of the character. So this character is looking great overall, except for the anatomy of the arms and the legs, but the head is looking great. And it's a very nice thumbnail. Let's see this girl. Pretty good. Very good, actually. So this is 7 months ago. This is 7 months ago again. So 7 months ago, Emilie Bousquet decided to do some characters, and she did quite a good job. If those are her first characters, 3D, she's doing great. This one doesn't belong here. It's kind of simple. It's kind of a not particularly nice design, and it is like a speed sculpt, although the horns are pretty detailed, but overall doesn't give a good expression about the whole portfolio. We have houses, and this house is looking nice. Especially this render I like more because it's more bright, more cartoony. This one is also not bad with the edges and everything. Let's see this. What is this? Just a couple of characters, more characters, stylized. So for Emilie, I would suggest she do a 3D like this. Like this stylization in 3D can look the same as in 2D, and it could be a pretty good kind of a style. Although, if she learns a little bit more about anatomy, she can do pretty nice characters. Her render skills are also not bad, but some of those things, at least half of this portfolio should go. So we are more like nice and tidy portfolio. How can my Artstation be reviewed? I will tell you, your Artstation can be reviewed if you post it in the Artstation Portfolios channel in my Discord server that we're looking at right now. The Discord server is having 9,000 people in it, although the active people are around 100 probably. But other than that, it's a good server. We have a good community. Almost always we have people in the streams that are streaming their screen and socializing with other people, like sculpting something. Other people are sculpting also. You can watch other people sculpting while you sculpt. You can talk with them. It's like getting at home, but with a community that you can talk with. You can communicate for a lot of topics. Doesn't matter. So it's pretty nice. Let's go and see Luka Milosevic. By the way, now I have closed the Artstation portfolios channel for new entries, so you cannot actually put your portfolio there, but soon you will be able to, because I will open it at some point. Luka Milosevic from Leskovac, Serbia, is doing great. I think we have seen this portfolio before, and this is just very, very, very nice. A lot of work have been put into this. The face is amazing, the eyes are very nice, and everything except for the arms, probably with a little bit longer fingers, could be. Yeah, the fingers and the arms overall are very short. The arms should go up to this point, so they should be at least 15 centimeters longer. So that's the only thing. Other than that, it's super nice. This one is also cool, and this one, the last work 2 weeks ago, is just on another level. I mean, render-wise, it's a little bit dark. So when we render, usually in the program, we cannot actually see what's happening. And we're thinking that the render is very nice, very bright, very colorful, very cool. And when we post it somewhere with a background made in Photoshop, for example, because it's absolutely normal to render in a blank background from Blender, and then to put your background wherever you want in Photoshop to do some adjustments on the render. This one is a little bit dark. It could be brighter, but other than that, it's just amazing. The face, the anatomy, maybe a little bit the hands here, like the other models, have a little bit of an issue, but overall, nothing too grand. Everything is looking amazing. Very, very nice. Luka is developing himself into a very nice artist, and what I like the most about the portfolio of Luka, he doesn't have too many things. He doesn't have houses that he have done in the beginning, because I'm sure he has done some houses and other stuff in 3D, but he doesn't put them in his professional portfolio because he just wants to put something in there. No, he's keeping only nice things, recent works which are looking nice, and there are only 3, but this portfolio is much better than a same portfolio with the same 3 things, but 10 more, like older things. This one is better. So, good work with the portfolio. Luka from Serbia. Srpski Luka. Okay. This is Philippe Badolati, but Felipe is not Philippe Badolati because he's not from Italy. He's Philippe Badolati. I don't know how he's from Bristol, United Kingdom, so England. But judging by the artworks, there's a little bit more contrast in some of them. Their faces are a little bit more dirty than I want, especially this one. But this is on a purpose. Other than that, I like the silhouette of this one, the Geralt, Witcher. And this kind of Witcher I like a lot. I mean, I don't like the materials because everything is shiny, and he has leather, and it's super shiny. Everything is shiny, so I don't particularly like it. But the overall silhouette of the character, and the character overall I like. This is 9 months ago, 62 views and 0 likes, which means that this character is not looking appealing to the people. Why? Because of the materials mostly. So if Felipe takes this character, revamp it, make different materials for the different things, so the fabric of the pants to be a fabric material, the leather of the boots to be a leather material, the sole of the boot to be better defined because now it looks like it's made of out of gum, and other things like belts and stuff are looking like they're made out of gum. So a little bit more love on those kind of things and materials, and shadow on the floor, and this character will be like twice more appealing. Now it looks like it's not that appealing. 62 people have viewed this, 0 likes. It speaks a lot, but I like it. So there will be 1 like. I like this character. Let's see this. This is nice, but it's a speed sculpt, you know. This is just a speed sculpt. You see the hair is not defined, it's just put there. It doesn't belong in a portfolio, although it kind of looks fine. This one is looking great. It's great. Too much shadows on the face probably, but it doesn't matter that much. It's looking great. 72 views and only 2 likes. I don't know why, because it has nice presentation, it has a render, it has a little bit of a turntable, this one, which is great. I like it. So this is pretty nice, and I don't know why people are so rude and don't like it. They're viewing it but don't like it. I understand why they don't like this one, because this one is just I mean, especially the clothes, they're a little bit lazy, doesn't look quite good overall. The hands are a little bit too small and look a little bit creepy. Let's see something else from Philippe Badolati. This one should be fine. Only 1 like. Why? Because this tracer has a huge body and very small face. And this tracer looks like she's at least 2.5 meters tall, which is not exactly the tracer that we know. Also, her hands are very small. So the head and the hands are very, very small for this character. They should be way bigger, and the character will look better and more appealing. This character has shadow on the floor, which is great, I like it. And Legolas sculpt, hand painted in Blender. Cool, but it is again kind of looking lazy. It looks like not too much time has put on the hair, not too much time has been put on the jacket, the clothes and everything. Other than that, I like how those stylized arms, especially the arm that's holding the arrow from the back, is looking great from this position. So there are good things, the pose is not bad, but other things like this kind of a darkening feeling of all of this, and the laziness of the folds is not quite nice. Let's see Nikita, and if I can say his last name, Menovshchikov. Nikita Menovshchikov. Who's the man? Nikita Menovshchikov from probably Russia, but we don't know. So this is some kind of a character. It looks a little bit uncanny valley because it is kind of realistic render, but doesn't have any. Ooh, the arms, the hands, I mean, are looking not so good. In this, the hands are looking rather nice on the sculpt. Although this looks like an alien. Why? The head shape, this part here is too strange, and there are issues with the face, but the arms are looking too long. They are super long. She can actually touch her knees when she's straight, which is never happening in a normal human being. The gorillas, I think, can do that. So this is something like that. I mean, a little bit like an alien. Okay. Приветствую, Nico. Hello. Hello, Nico. How you doing? Namaste. I like the laziness. Give off every 200 video game vibes like the Hobbit game. Okay, some people like it, some people no. This guy is from Russia. My name is Nikita. I've been studying 3D for a year, but I already have the basic knowledge and artists work with this skills to work with these programs. Ooh, a lot of programs. So Blender, ZBrush, Autodesk Maya, Rhizome UV, Substance Painter, Marvelous Designer, Marmoset Toolbag, Unreal Engine, Adobe Photoshop. I know most of this program too, but this is awkward. This is awkward. So maybe because this guy has worked for 1 year and he will continue to develop himself, so it's a good thing that he has written the actual time that he is working with 3D, because otherwise we will say not a good job. But for 1 year it's actually not a bad job, although the hands were not his doing. It's obvious that he has put them from ZBrush. There are hands like this, exactly like this in ZBrush, that you can put in your model. He has done that. Or he has used the whole body from ZBrush, which is We can consider this cheating because we are practicing here to learn anatomy, we're practicing to learn other things, and yeah, it will not be cheating if it was not visible. That's just the hands that are gotten from ZBrush. If he was able to fix them and to make them look unrecognizable but still looking good, it would be nice. So we have some kind of things. Let's go and see this guy, Deepak Sharma, probably from India or Pakistan, we don't know, we'll see. Let's see his actual portfolio with this trick. He's from India, and this kind of looks interesting because it has a nice render. It has some animation even. He's like breathing or something, and I like the render. I don't like that he doesn't have almost any really nice folds on his pants, but other than that, he's looking great. The thumbnail even is looking great, so nice. This one, I don't like the shoulders because they have nothing to do with the anatomy as a whole, and you know, the body of this guy is completely human and his shoulders are completely I don't know what. But overall, very interesting design. Mahoraga, probably from some anime. He has even some animation. So interesting things going on here. He's a 3D character artist with professional experience in game industry, which I don't believe exactly. Creating captivating characters in Creature, skilled in tools like ZBrush, Blender, Photoshop, and Substance Painter. I don't see too much low polys here, which to show the ability to create game characters. Also, the anatomy ability is not great. So probably he's just advertising himself a little bit more than needed. Because it's visible for every art director or a guy who is looking for somebody to do work for them that this guy doesn't have actual experience in the video game industry. There is no low polys here. Maybe this is low poly. Okay, this is probably a low poly, or it's not, but it's not visible. We don't have a wireframe, we don't have texture showing, we don't have anything. So yeah, need that to show that you have worked in the game industry, to show game models. Game models actually are a good addition to your portfolio. They will sell you better. If you don't have them, it's a little bit more difficult. Why I can't enter Artstation website? It's written in the channel, in the Discord server channel. I came by the Discord chat. I use it often. I didn't know I had to send it on there. Yes. Hola otra vez, pero I don't quite understand what's happening here. Nico, can you make a course about retopology, texture, render, etc.? So most of my courses have renders. Retopology, some of the courses have. For example, the free course that I have on my other channel. And I always advertise that. It's free on the other channel, 38 videos or so, up completely real time. There is retopology. There is talking about how to do the game character in order to look good in game, everything. I like the laziness gif of early, okay, guy vibes, okay, we can say that a couple of times, it would be nice. Nico, can you as a Bulgarian resident legally work remotely for some other EU countries? I think I can legally, and you as a resident of whatever country, you can legally remote work for everybody in the world. So it's not a problem. As long as you declare your income and you pay income taxes, you can legally work for anybody, everywhere in the world. So, Aitor Perez from Spain, he's doing this. The hair looks very, very nice. The legs have a little bit of a problem. We are doing a leg anatomy course, so I'm making it, so it will help. But other than that, a very nice render and very elaborate thing here, like this kind of a dragon snake thing is looking pretty complex and complicated. It's very cool. I like it. I like the render, and the face is a little bit smashed, but the hair is looking pretty difficult to make. I mean, yeah. Nice. Let's see this. This one is better. The face is better, I think. It's not that smashed, not that curved. Although it could be some kind of a style, the other one. But the hair here is a little bit more lazy. The hair strands are not intersecting with each other. They are a little bit boring looking. Other than that, a great work with the fabrics here. Maybe a little bit more emphasizing on the sharp folds on this fabrics here would be nice. But overall, pretty good job. I don't completely approve the render though, because it's a little bit too bright in some areas, and the background is also bright, and the silhouette is kind of not visible in some areas. Other than that, good job. We can always say something. I live in Ukraine, which is not in EU, so that's the question. A lot of studios ask if you have work permit. Really? So if you have to work for a studio in a contract, probably yes. Probably you need some work permit, or you need to be a EU citizen, a member or whatever. But if you work as a freelancer, it doesn't matter. So you just have to tell them, I will work as a freelancer. You will pay me for a work, or even monthly, but as a freelancer. So it will be easier. Jose Alvarez is here. Jose has made this girl, which in the first image we cannot see too much, but I see interestingly nice anatomy of this leg. This one is a little bit too muscular for my taste, I guess, but it's looking great overall. Although the render itself is a little bit, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It could be better, but it's not bad. We have a lot of anatomy going on, and the anatomy is kind of on point. So Jose is doing nice. This is the Avatar, The Last Airbender. This leg is a little bit strange overall, but I like it. Maybe the pose could be a little bit more curvy. Not so straight, the torso. Other than that, looks cool. This I think we've seen before. So this is from Conan the Barbarian painting. And it's looking great. It's looking great, but the eyes, for example, are a little bit too small, we can say. Other than that, it's fine. But overall, the thumbnail doesn't appeal for the people to click on it. So you have to change it to something like this, with a little bit more emphasis on the characters instead of the background. And it will be more appealing, the thumbnail. This one, cool. Cool, but it's old, 2 years old. There are some issues with it. Also, it seems like it's kind of a low... No, it's fine, but the face is not as good as it should be now. Jose has advanced his anatomy knowledge, his face anatomy knowledge and everything, so he's better now, and he can do a better work. As we can see, this is 2 weeks ago, and the face is better. Not the best though. Has a little bit of uncanny vibes, but still better than 2 years ago. Let's see what's happening here with the Venom. Wow. But this is not... Oh, this is Behance. 3D artist, creative director, video editor. It's a little bit strange. I mean, you just made personal artwork and you named yourself creative director or whatever on this artwork. It's a little bit mischievous. But yeah. So this is Venom. The overall render doesn't look bad, but this kind of a hand is... and the legs are... What's happening here? This is an armor. It's kind of laying all on top of the legs. Where's the shoulder here? What's happening? We cannot quite see. So maybe more anatomy would be in order. But this is his only character. Probably he hasn't done too much characters. He's not that experienced in character creation. That's why this is happening like that. Alright. I made a Venom sculpt and made a short sequence to showcase it. Hope you all like it and feel free to print it. I'm not sure that anybody would like to print that because of the lack of anatomy skills, you know. And this is not an insult, because when you haven't done too much anatomy in your life, you cannot expect yourself to make a good anatomy sculpt or something. So it's absolutely normal. Just don't be that pretentious and it will be fine. I mean, to say that you are an art director on something that you have done by yourself, it's a little bit strange. Just my opinion. Any way I can join? Of course, link in the description. Should work. Some people say that the link in the description, the Discord link, for the server is not working, but it should work. Hi Nicola from Brazil, hello. Hello from Greece. Greece is here, okay. Oh man, if I knew I was doing a portfolio review today, I would have sent mine too. Yeah, but we will do it again next week probably, and it's normal. Do you think it's relevant to add face rigging to the game characters on the portfolio? Or it's not 100% necessary? It's not necessary at all to have face rigging in your models. Directed by Hideo Kojima, written by Hideo Kojima. Excuses, producer, apology, exactly. Yeah. Okay, this is Revenant, one of my favorite characters from Apex Legends. It's immediately we see black background and a lot of blacks on the character, and we're losing a lot of the silhouette of the character. So we actually cannot see most of the character because of the blackness of all the things. Too much blacks, even in this turntable. So we have turntable, we have turntable with wireframe. It's very nice, but all the things here are black on black except for this first one. So a lot of things are going on. Let me just take the skull. Кажи, пич.
Да мина за обувките.
Помини, кога ще минеш?
Не, сега да съм на Фантастиков.
Еми хубаво, аз стримвам, ама звънни па ще видим.
Кога звънна?
Еми като си тука, пред вратата. Звъни ми те по телефона. Айде.
Добре.
Okay, this was Bulgarian talking, you know, Bulgarian talks. So what happens here is too much darkness, black background. So the background can be dark, but don't make it black. For example, this last background is not completely black. It has some kind of a dark feeling, but it's not completely black, which is great. And this face is not looking bad. But what's happening with all these wrinkles on the fabrics, which are just random, and that's not good. Also, random texture on the skin, too big. So a lot of things that are problematic here. But if we knew how long this guy was working and is he improving, we would know. But most of these works are from the last week, uploaded when they were made. We don't know. So usually when I'm judging people, I cannot judge them quite well. So he's from India. His name is Shubham, and looking for a job as a character artist. Still, it's early for a job as a character artist or a journey 3D game art. It's my portfolio. Review and give me some guidance. Yeah, a lot more work is needed in anatomy. A lot more work is needed in presentation, and basically that's it. But most people needs to work until they get to a certain level to be able to make games. Of course, it's not that easy in this position these days. Okay, we're having something here. Hi, hello to the chat. And this one is looking great. I mean, I like the materials. Here we have a material of rusty steel. We have a material of skin on the skin. We have a material of iron in this, and it's looking kind of fine. This one also nice materials, good modeling. Overall pretty nice, but the black background is again killing it. this is looking much better than this black background. So be careful with the black background and your presentation. Make sure your thumbnails are on the right level. This is Rory Coles, and he is doing pretty well. I mean, this is a nice model. The presentation, though, a little bit too dark, and we cannot quite see what's happening with the model too much. But it seems like it's a good model, I would say. This one also, nice one. A little bit dark on the legs, but it's normal. This one, Samurai Jack, no, not exactly. Dinosaur Hunter, looking great, but the thumbnail, it's not doing it too much good. Although this is one of the better thumbnails here. This one looks like just fast, like work in progress or speed sculpt, which, you know, this could be a very nice model with a little bit more work on the beard. And oh, this has even a low poly, so it's not a speed sculpt. It's actually something like a game model. Okay, nice. But I think more detail on the beard and not so parallel lines on the beard will be great. Let's see this one. Ooh, this one looks amazing. I like it a lot. The materials, the render, although a little bit too dark shadows, which are not particularly nice. But overall modeling and the expression of the face and Baby Yoda also looks cool. So a lot of nice things. Just here and there the presentation is lacking. But overall, good work from New Zealand. I will have to go after like 5 minutes probably. I will go for a couple of minutes just to do something. The stream will go on because we have a lot of portfolios to review. So just so you know, I will be missing for about 5 minutes. Just take a quick break, go to pee or drink water or do something else. Just quick. Masturbation, no, because sometimes it could take longer. So just quick drinking or something would be nice. For rigging face, what advices can you give if you can give? I cannot give. I can give advice for the overall shape of the polygons, the polygon placement for rigging, but for the actual rigging, I cannot. This looks pretty awesome, I would say. It doesn't look like that awesome from the presentation of the first image, but when we look at it, there are a lot of interesting details, and the render is kind of nice, the material is cool, it's looking kind of fine. Highly inspiring, but Art of Black Wukong. Nice thing going on. This we saw before, it's interesting. This one is also interesting, but it will not gather too much likes. It has 66 likes, 735 people has looked at it. So it has less than 10% likes to views. 10% from the views are likes, which, let me see if I have more. Okay, on my work. So this Lobo, for example. Lobo has less than 10%. So 15k views, 1k likes. So 10% probably is good. So we say 10% is good. Lobo has less than 10%. Let's see some female. This one. This one has also less than 10% likes to views. This one has a little bit more than 10%. So 1.8k likes and 14k views. So it has a little bit more than 10%. So between 10 and 20% likes to views means that your artwork is pretty good. If it's less than 10%, then probably it's not that good. Let's see, for example, this one, which is one of the worst one. I have to remove that, by the way, obviously, because it has 4k views and it has less than maybe 2% or something like this. Yeah, 2% of 4k will be 80, I think. Probably 1% of 4k is 40 or 400. 40. So yeah, 3% likes to views. It's not good. It's not good at all. Let's see this guy. This guy has 27k views, so more views than anything else. I don't know why, but it has only 540 likes. So people are viewing it because they like the thumbnail and they say, "Oh, this we will see it," and they don't like it because it's stupid. But now 5-minute breaks. I have to take a knife so we can open a package. Here we are with the princes of the universe, and we're we fighting for survival. We've got to be the rulers of the world. Dee-doo-dee, 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 doo. This, nice. Okay, let's see what else we saw it. We managed to say that more than 10% likes from the views are nice. This one has way less, so people don't like it. This one has less, people don't like it. This one, less, again, less than 10%, so people don't like it. This one, the dragon, 6%, so not good. Nothing is good except for the dragon girl, which we have the big statue here, which I'm proud of. Although I didn't do this statue, I mean, the guy who did it, we have to make an interview with him because he's probably one of the best artists from Bulgaria who are making prints. He's one of the best 3D printers in Bulgaria. He's just amazing. And he printed this. Of course, I did the model, which is also counts a little bit. But it has more than 10%. One of the few works that I have. This one, almost, but kind of less than 9%. This one, less than 10%, way less. Let's say this one. Oh, way less than 10%. This is more like 5, or no, less than 5. More like 3%. So I don't know why. This looks nice. I like it. Why it has so low percentage? Nobody knows. What's happening? Nobody knows. Is it true that Electroboom is your brother? You look very similar. He's my uncle, actually. He's my uncle, and we are pretty similar looking. Although he's more handsome than I am, but I look better in the biceps than him. So, you know, which is which, we don't know. We are similar with the eyebrow, you know, and the bald head, and the nose, probably the big wide nose. Strong nose. I also don't know anything about electricity, so yeah. Ooh, we have 2 entries with the armored assassin girl. One with the mouse. So the mouse last year. So, okay, following the course, beginner course. So this guy has followed the beginner course 1 year ago, or last year. Before that he was doing some stuff, I guess. This is 4 years ago. Pretty cool job, I wouldn't lie, but this is a very nice job on this character. I tried to do this character also, yeah, inspired by Nikolai Nanov. I did this on the stream, or it was not on the stream, I'm not sure, but probably it was on the stream, but 4 years ago, shouldn't be on the stream, 4 years ago. I was not streaming back then. This probably is from my main channel, I guess, but this is a very nice job, so yeah, here, the head, I'm a little bit concerned, it's not looking that good. This one is the same. This is rendered with Cycles Render, this is rendered with Eevee Render probably. This one doesn't look good. I mean, this one shouldn't be here because it's too simple, too much looking like just a 3D sketch. This is looking much better, although it's 4 years ago, than this one. Stylized rap boy, yes, stylized, but I don't think it belongs here that much. It just doesn't look that good. This guy, although, looks fine, but the face is a little bit overburned. We cannot see some of the features because there are a lot of light, too much light happening on the face at once. Otherwise, I like the hair and everything. Let's see this. This is not bad. This is not bad at all. So, this guy is called Ievgen Dudik, and he's from Poland, or Levgen, probably Ievgen. I would count on Ievgen. Yeah, we see this is I, so Ievgen. Ievgen has 53 followers. He has some skill, but he was not trying that hard on the face of the assassin girl, although the other parts of the assassin girl he has done quite well. The face not exactly, but this, I don't know, this like I like it a lot. And the thumbnail and everything, this one looks very cool from 4 years ago. The mouse also is pretty nice. This is one of the best representation of the mouse from my course that I've seen. It has even the fur on the face and it looks nice. So Ievgen is doing great, but hit or miss sometimes. Some things are a little bit miss. Mouse look like AI. Is that earring casting a spell? Because I'm feeling absolutely enchanted every time I look at you from that earring. But how can you look at the... you're looking at it because it's kind of dangling sometimes a little bit. Yeah, I have one earring actually. And some people are asking me, why do you have only one earring? What do you expect me to have 2 earrings or what? What's happening here? I mean, it's normal to have one. Oh, wild ride. I started in the production department of a trainee. Okay, good. VIX studio. Henrik, hope you're doing good. I hope also that I'm doing good. Additionally, comparing creature to visual, people are just talking about something in the chat. Slim Shady, I'm the Slim Shady. Good. Do you have any tips from someone looking to promote their work on social media and earn some extra income as a content creator, similar to what you do? My tip is to become a professional in what you do, a professional in what you want to do, and then you stream it, because if you stream it before... I mean, it's not a problem to start streaming and start content creating even before you are professional. Like, for example, I always give example with Danny Mac. Danny Mac is a 3D artist who has never quite worked in the industry as long as I know. But he has done freelances and stuff. And he, in the beginning, was just a normal guy trying to do some things that were not working quite well, as always, in the beginning. But at some point, he became better and better because he is very hardworking. And when you are hardworking, you will be able to do things. So Danny Mac is a good example because he started with nothing and he became a very well-known 3D character artist in YouTube and YouTuber. He's a YouTuber also. He's mostly YouTuber actually, and he's also character artist. But his artworks last 2 years are just amazing. Very nice quality, very nice renders. He's doing mostly female kind of stylized things, but they are pretty cool, and the hairs are just mind-blowing sometimes. So yeah, you can get better and better in time, but you have to put the time. You have to put the hours, otherwise it will not happen. Francesco from Italy, for example. Let's see. Francesco is from Italy, yes. Francesco Schiatti. Francesco Schiatti from Italia. So he's doing mostly weapons. This is an interesting weapon. This is also interesting weapon. There is an opening of the case animation, and the weapon, will it go out of the case? Yes, it will. It will go out. No, it will stay in the case. I thought it will go out, but it's fine. I mean, it's interesting, a little bit, but it's nice. I like it. The renders are cool. The materials also a little bit too much of damage sometimes, and the damage is, when you do damage on surfaces like this, where the arm will grab and squeeze, you have to do it by hand. Procedural will not do good. Okay, we don't see characters here, so cool, but we need more characters. Yeah, I know. I'm a little bit rude, but characters is what we need, right? This is a Cupcake from South Korea. He's doing quite a good job of hard surface. Let's see this one. Not bad at all. I would be proud to do something like this when I was working in the game industry. Sometimes I was doing weapons. Of course, in some areas there's too much damage on the corners. It's procedural and it doesn't look quite nice. It should be with moderation. Here and there, some masks will do the job. But still, yeah, it's cool. It's nice. This one is even better. I like it. No money. This guy has no money. But these days, it's normal. a lot of video cards, I guess. Something like wallpaper. Looking interesting, but a little bit too crowded for my taste. And again, characters. Yeah, we have some snowmans, but they are just very simple. Overall, cool job with the hard surface. I have done a lot of hard surface in my life, unfortunately, but it's not exactly unfortunately, it's kind of fortunately, because hard surface is very important for a character artist. You have to be able to do your weapons, you have to be able to do your armors, you have to be able to do your clothes. Although the cloth is debatable if it's hard surface or not, but the armors definitely are. So you need to do it. So this is Janice. Janice. She's from Lithuania, and she's a slug. Why? Because Janice slug. And we don't know exactly her name, but she joined the Discord server lately, and she's participating in the stream chat sometimes. So that's why I know her portfolio. And her portfolio is mostly from monsters and creatures, and she has specialized in that, and obviously she's doing a pretty good job doing those monsters and creatures, and some of them are pretty original too. So nice job on them. Of course, if she wants to do a real characters, like real, she has to do more anatomy. This guy's face is very nice, but let's see other faces. We don't have too much face and body anatomy, real human anatomy. We have mostly monsters, and they're with a lot of polygons. And she's doing it only in Blender. So many millions of polygons in Blender you are watching right now, and it's working. So Blender can actually do those kind of things if you're willing to do it. So good job from Janice or Janice. And actually, very consistent portfolio. So everything is like one background, one foreground color. Everything is kind of... And if I'm searching for somebody to do some very detailed monsters for me, Janice will be on top of my list. Good job. Or Janice. Janitor from Slug and Slug. Okay, janitor Slug. Okay, Jan Slug. Look. Okay. And she's in the chat. Or he. He or she. Nobody knows. We don't know. We are just guessing that is she. By the way, I'm not sure it's her. It's a female. Because usually female, they don't do monsters like that. Usually, we, as males, have this kind of anger inside, and these monsters that we need to put on the canvas. It's she, okay. So she has monsters also. Yeah, but it depends on the childhood usually. When you have problems in the childhood, for example, your father was a little bit abusive, or your mother, or your father was a drunk or absent. Stuff like this can kind of form some monsters inside, which you then can unleash, and you feel the need to unleash them. You feel the need to make monsters the more scary and the more interesting monsters, the better. You feel better when you do that. I know, because I do the same sometimes, you know. This is just, interesting. I had great childhood. I also thought that I had a great childhood, but when I went to a psychiatrist, it turns out it was not that great in some areas. I was living in constant fear when my father came out of work that he will find something to... and he will not be happy about it, and the things will become a little bit sketchy. And when I was younger, sometimes this lead to a slap on the face. Just one slap, nothing too much. But all the fear was not that healthy. Although it was healthy in a way that when you have all this childhood fear when you were at home from your father, then when you get out of the house and you go to anywhere else with your partner and you're living with kids and everything, you feel so nice because you live without this fear. So there is an advantage with this fear. I mean, fear, and now no fear, and I feel happy all the time. It's very cool. So yeah, interesting. The only fear I have is for discrete maths. Ooh, that's difficult. Do you go to therapy now? I go to just something like therapy. It's not exactly a therapy, but it's just, we talk. We just talk. It's fine. It's completely fine. Nico, I have sent you on your Discord. Also, please, Nico, I have sent you my progress. Please, if you can provide me some tips for a slit mouth, please. It will be cool. Please, could you tell me if I'm improving in the faces? Please. No, not so please. I'm just mocking a little bit. I'm sorry about that. Please. So, where are here? No, it's not here. It's you say I've sent you on your Discord also, please, but we don't know exactly where, please, you have sent this. We will see. Nico, I found that I really don't enjoy stylized art and we'll be moving on to realistic characters. No. No, you don't. You don't do this. You don't do this. In this Discord server, we're doing mostly stylized characters. If you do that, you will become like Harty, Stefan Hartmann. Stefan Hartmann disappeared. He's still on the server, but he doesn't write. Why? Because he is doing realistic characters and he knows that realistic characters are not welcome in this server. I'm joking, of course. It's fine for you. It's fine. It's good if you like it. Should I get rid of stylized character on my portfolio, or is it okay to keep them? If the stylized characters on your portfolio are looking nice and they are of quality, then you just leave them. It's not a problem. They are just bringing something to your portfolio. Nico, are you such a chill guy because you live in Bulgaria? Am I a chill guy? Maybe I am, but who knows? I don't know why. And I don't know if I'm a chill guy even. I have to be a chill guy in the stream because I cannot constantly be like, what's happened? It's here, knife, let's slit my veins. No, you cannot do that. You know, in this environment that I am in front of all these people, like 160 people watching right now, this just simple Artstation reviews, you have to be relaxed. You have to be more like, flow. The flow, we have to keep it going. Nico, thanks for the consistent streaming and Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you too. Thank you very much. Please, sir. Please. I have a problem. I can't sit and sculpt for a long time. I sculpt 3-4 hours a day, which is pretty good. That's enough. And not 8, as you said. It's not normal. Yeah, of course. 3 to 4 hours is enough for you to advance in a steady, good pace. If you do it for 8 hours, there can be 2 things happening. You can advance faster, of course, but also you can get tired faster. And you can get like this not good feeling when you get super tired. Nico, I'm the one who sent you on your DM. Ah, you are this guy. Simon. Okay. Simon and Pulba. So you are doing this character for over a month right now. Let's see where you first sent it to me. 18th of December. And it's kind of the same right now. So you haven't done too much yet on the character. Or is it, oh, this is another character with the same vibe and feeling and basically the same character. I don't know. My opinion, to do this for a month, it's not a good idea. Just do something else. Move on. I mean, keeping yourself in this character is tying you up. It's like you're not developing yourself at all. So for 1 month to go from this to this, I think it's a little bit regress even. So be careful about that. Nico, do you know about artist Roberto Ferri? Will you ever sculpt make tutorial on his artwork? I was interested in that. I will check it out. Roberto Ferri. Google search. He doesn't have Artstation, so we don't do people who doesn't have Artstation. I'm joking. Ooh, Roberto Ferri is pretty interesting. Biography, gallery. But, you know, it will be difficult to make 3D on this super, I mean, not super, but kind of realistic. Let's see, the Pope. Slow, okay. It's not interesting. Those are like getting from a photograph or whatever. I don't care about those things. I care about interesting concepts that are not realistic that much, mostly stylized, and this guy is just painting like a Renaissance painter. We usually don't do that. I'm not that interested in super realistic things to do. Ooh, we have Venom. Venom. Ooh, it's too much. I mean, what's happening here? Black background, black Venom, and we are losing the overall silhouette again. This is more like it. We can see what's happening. We need a little bit more anatomy on the arms especially. He's a strong guy, but I like the face at all. We need a close-up on the face also, because we have only those three photographs, we may say, no, images. Those 3 images, and they're not enough. And we need more close-up on the face, because the face is looking great, at least from what we've seen. This view is the most boring view of this character. This is better from 3/4, and maybe from the other side it will be even better. So yeah, just make sure you make it. You know, when you are sculpting a character, for example, let me show you. I have this character, which is the Dragon Girl. She doesn't look well from all sides. From this side that you're looking right now, never show your model from the... Nothing is visible here. It's just a curved dragon, and we cannot understand anything. From this side, though, it's very nice. It's looking great. So, show it from this. Show it from this point. But from this, not so much. We cannot see the face that much, and it's kind of... from the back, it's possible, but still the silhouette, it's not that good also. So, there are points usually in your 3D character that from which, if you show it, it will look the best. Other points that it will look like meh, although it could be a great sculpt, and others that it will look bad from. So you have to be careful. Wukong, Black Myth. And we don't see the face. I mean, I would move those fingers a little bit down so we can see the face. When we don't see the face, it's awkward. People, our brain is constructed this way that we want to see the face. If we don't see the face, we are like, I don't see the face. I will not like it. 42 looks, 42 visits, and only 1 like. You see? That's what I'm talking about. It's too low. I mean, because we don't see the face. But the hair, I like it. The hair is pretty nice. And the materials, some of them are nice. This is a Turtle Ninja, right? Yeah, but this is looking too awkward, too artistic. It doesn't show the character at all. This is showing the character more, but still it has very deep shadows and doesn't appeal that much. But this is completely not. And in the thumbnail also is a little bit too dark and too black and white. It doesn't show the character as it should be. And it's not appealing. Let's see how much. Okay, 45 views, 1 like. You know, you have to be careful about that. Okay, how long do you think we should spend into making a full body of a character? As long as it needs to be to look good, you know. As long as you need to spend to look good. For me, I can do a full body for 2 hours and it will look very good. Some people needs to go for 10 hours and it will look good. If you have to do it for 20 hours to look good, do it for 20 hours. It doesn't matter how long it will take you, as long as at the end the result is nice. Beksinski, I know Beksinski, yeah, but it's I mean, those are old type of artists. We like to do something more modern stuff, modern interesting stuff. What do you think about Leonardo da Vinci? Do you think he's populated and you are as pro as him in anatomy. I don't think that anybody is as pro as him in anatomy. Leonardo is not that good in anatomy as Michelangelo. I think Michelangelo is better. So if you are thinking about old masters, Michelangelo is probably one of the best, and in order to be as good as him, we need to spend more years in studying anatomy. Very, very big study and a lot of practice. And maybe we will reach a certain level. I'm not sure that it will be his level though. But something like that. Should the sculpt be looking good from every angle? If you can make it, yes. But usually I cannot make it from every angle. From some angles it will look better than others. From some angles it will look straight bad. So it depends. Nico, do you know an artist called Ryan Reos? You should know him. I don't quite know him. He's a 3D artist. Yeah. Caravaggio. Yes. Bernini. There are a lot of old masters who are very good. And it will be difficult to reach their level because most of them, in order to become famous, in order to become that good, they were spending many years deliberately studying anatomy, drawing from, not from their imagination, drawing from real life models a lot. Like thousands and thousands of hours, which I don't have. You know, I have internet, yes, and I am working from concepts, I'm working from pictures, but working from a live model is a little bit more nice. So they have that, we don't have that, so we will not be able to reach them, in my opinion, reach their level. They just have spent so many hours. Nowadays we have phones, we have Netflix, we have YouTube, so it's more difficult to spend this amount of hours that they have spent studying and making anatomy, making, drawing. It's very, very much difficult these days. Those are interesting models, stylized, looking good. There's nothing wrong about them. Maybe a little bit more deliberate folds, I would say, in some areas, even stylized, but just few, just 2 folds in here, 2 folds in here would be completely enough. So good job. This one, oh, this one we've seen, it's cool, nice. This is nice also. I like the hair, it's kind of interesting how it flows, S-curves and stuff. It's looking great. Nice job, nice. It's a very low poly, hand painted texture, like it. So yeah, interesting characters. We cannot see, this one for example is, I think, a little bit of a miss. Although this is looking great, but I think this is the concept. So the concept is looking nice. The model itself, not so nice, and it's from the last year. So probably remove it and just keep those kind of stylized things, because this is obviously the strength of Mike Ruko from Turkey, actually. So Mike is from Turkey. Turkey is now, it's not Turkey anymore. So this is wrong. It's Turkey. And how are you called Mike and you're from Turkey? I don't know. Mike have to say his real name, because Mike is not his real name. Or at least it shouldn't be, I don't know. How much can you get paid for making one good character like Valorant or League of Legends style? If it's good, if you're a professional and you're making a character like this, and for League of Legends or for Valorant or for Fortnite, they have to pay you for a full character, in my opinion, more than $300, $3,000, more than that, for a good character. Everything below that, it will be, because their character are very clean and nice. Do you know such a 3D artist as Maria Panfilova? Of course I know. I mean, she doesn't know me. I don't know her personally, but I've heard about her, so I know. She's inspiring, definitely. She's the OG, which means overgrown. She's overgrown. I don't know what that means. Over gigantic? I don't know. This is Corin Dich from United States, Corin Dich, 3D character artist. What's happening with Corin? This one, the last one, is looking kind of professional. Now, here what I see, those folds on the skirt are impossible. The skirt has a weight, and the weight is pulling the skirt down. Those folds are horizontal. They should be vertical. Horizontal folds, very difficult to achieve in a skirt like this. So the folds, obviously, all the way are just without too much of a purpose. That's what I'm seeing here. The face is looking kind of nice, stylized face, but the folds, yeah, definitely I am more and more convinced I have to do a fold and cloth anatomy course. Just for cloths and folds, and it will be nice. All kind of folds, skirts, t-shirts, shirts, jackets, pants, short pants, whatever. This one doesn't have a cool render. Also, this arm looks a little bit awkward from this position. Probably it's kind of normal. The folds are also missing on the garment here, on the cloth. So this is kind of a work in progress, looks like it. Although the hair and the face looks kind of great, the render is not good enough. It's not brightening the face in a good way, and the cloth is just plain and simple not ready. This looks pretty nice, the face, and the hair is kind of fine, the horns are looking nice. All those things on the neck here, the necklace, is looking great, but again, the cloth here is meh, like the worst thing. Okay, so a little bit more work on the cloths. Maybe the end of the year, when I have already released the cloth anatomy and fold anatomy course, will be fine. How to find clients as product designer? It's difficult these days. I don't know. Product designers. Who knows? Original gangster. OG. She's been sculpting for 12 years now. I have been sculpting for 15 almost. But she's better than me in many things. Probably she's just better, so that's fine. Hello, I'm writing from Istanbul. For our university final exam, we're creating your sculptures. My sculptures. One of our teachers recommended you to us. Istanbul. Very cool. Very cool. I like it. This brings my self-esteem a little bit up, which is not good. We have to be careful about our ego and our self-esteem, not to boost it too much, because it's not useful. You know, the useful thing is to get down to earth and know that you have flaws, and you work on them, and you get better, and then you will be happier. If you think you are on a very nice level and you don't need improvement, unhappy, and that's it. Good day, sir. Hello. I'm doing all your anatomy courses. Should I practice without following the course? Just reference sometimes, or just repeat the course videos? Of course, I think this is a good question. Should you practice without the course? When you watch the course, you practice with the course. Then should you practice without the course, just with references? Yes, definitely you should do that. Couple of months, practice with references. Try to understand the forms and shapes. Try to remember the things that I say in the courses that I do. Then maybe you should do the course again. Just for always there are some things that you have missed from a course, especially anatomy. Anatomy videos are filled, packed with information, and when you watch them once or twice, you will get less than 50% of the information. The other 50% later, when you watch it again, maybe you should get something from them. And you will. What is this? Zelda phone. This is a couch. Pretty good looking couch. I mean, it's not good looking, but it's looking good. What do I say? It's nice material and everything. This candle is looking great. Nice looking tree. Cool looking gun. Nice looking gun. Okay. Nice, very nice hard surface stuff from Alperen Altıkulak. 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 Altıkulac. I'm not sure how we pronounce it. Alperen Altıkulak. Probably Altıkulak. Kulak is a Turkish word. I'm not sure what it means. Kulak, we called kara kulak a long knife. But I'm not sure kulak what it means exactly. Probably it's a knife, some kind of knife, I guess. So, if the Turkish people in the chat can say what kulak is in Turkish, what it means, it would be nice. But a lot of very nice hard surface stuff. A lot of very nice. It's not only hard surface actually. This tree, I don't consider this tree exactly a hard surface. It's sculpted kind of. So it's not hard surface. This also is not exactly hard surface. So pretty nice things this guy is doing. Not characters, but still very, very cool. It's not kulak. Kulak is mean ear. Ah. So maybe... 6 years. Ah, Altıkulak means 6 years. Okay. 6 years. But usually the names, we don't translate them, you know. My name is Nikolai Naidanov. Naidanov in Bulgarian, Naiden, in Old Bulgarian means found. So Naiden means that he was found. And the legend is that my grandfather, whose name is Naiden, which is like he's found, was left in the village. What was this? The village water, where they take their water from. He was left there, and his parents were hiding. And whoever found him first from the village, we will name him. He was a baby. And so the guy who found him, he named him Founded, Naiden. So yeah, and my name is now Naidanov. So it's a little bit strange. Nico, I'm a 2D designer learning 3D. Should I switch from hard surface modeling to sculpting if I want to create realistic cinematic animations? Is sculpting something I shouldn't overlook? I don't know. You know, this is for you to decide. And it's only if you try it. For example, if you want to decide if you like sculpting, if you want to do sculpting, you should just try it for at least 100 to 150 hours. It's about everything like this. If you don't try it for at least 100 hours, you will not know actually if you like it. Because these hours will include getting familiar with the controls, getting familiar with navigation in the software, getting familiar with the tablet and everything. And in 100 hours, you will get comfortable with those things, and you will be able to concentrate mostly on the art, on the sculpting, on the anatomy, and stuff like this. And you will see if you actually like to do it. I like this wolf, by the way, here in the avatar. In this, I don't completely like it because the silhouette here is worse than in the avatar. This is a little bit better, and 3/4 a little bit more turned. I think it would be even greater. So nice, but this still is kind of a work in progress stuff. This one also is kind of like speed sculpt, although it is clean. The hair is kind of clean and the lines on the face are clean, so it looks nice. This one looks the best. I like it a lot because it's colorful. It has nice shapes, nice silhouette overall. And the thumbnail is the most promising. So we have 31 views, 7 likes on this one. This one, 117 looks, you know, female is selling. And 4 likes only. Although, this is a pretty well made characters. I like those belts, they're nice. The folds here are pretty well placed. They're sharp, stylistic. I like a lot the boots. So overall, this character, on first glance, doesn't look that good. But when you see the details, when you see all the sharp and nice and clean things, you understand that this character is very, very nice. It's only lacking good presentation. Because when you see here, it's like, yeah, it's fine, but it's not presented that well. If I have to present this character, I will go a little bit more close to the face, so we can see more face, more light to the face, and probably not with this gamma. Like, this is some kind of a overall bluish kind of tint over everything. But this character is very nice, and this guy made it last year, but we don't know exactly when. And it's, you know, it's light years away from this character from 8 years ago, which has to go, by the way. This character, immediately deleted. And everything from, you know, this one 3 years ago, not bad actually, but there is only this Sketchfab thing. We don't have any images or anything, so we cannot, we can judge it, but we have to click it, we have to wait. Most people will not do that. That's why it doesn't have any likes, although the character itself is not bad at all. It's a pretty good character, as you can see. It doesn't have likes, any likes. 48 views, no likes. Why? Because when you click on it and you have this like low resolution image of a Sketchfab, you have to click here, you have to wait. People are not willing to do that, so put some images. Put some images there. This one, I'm not sure about this character that much. 5 likes and 200 views actually, so a lot of views. But I would say for this portfolio, leave the last one, make a better render, more light onto the face and everything. This one is very nice. This one is cool, but it's a little bit like work in progress or just a speed sculpt, so I don't like it. But those here in the bottom, just remove immediately. This dragon doesn't look so bad, but it's 8 years ago. It's not bad, but it's not on the level that you are right now. This character is on completely another level than the other ones. This is just in the stratosphere compared to this one especially, and even to this one and this one. This one is from 2 years ago. Yeah, definitely. Gustavo from Argentina, Carosi, has improved a lot, and if he just leave this dragon and even those two characters only in his portfolio, the portfolio will look much better than now, because those are just pretty professional looking characters. So I lose track of time when I'm sculpting. I think it's bad. It shouldn't be bad. Chirag Shatavara is saying Nico with maybe more than 20 O's, which seems a little bit desperate. So if you put Nico with more than 3 O's at the end, it starts to seem desperate, but with 20, it's very desperate. So I don't know what's happening here. I have traditional education, so I work with clay, plus I know Blender. The question is, can sculpting completely replace hard surface modeling as a pipeline in 3D character design? No. It can't. Except if you do characters. If you do weapons, modeling is the way to go. Hard surface modeling. Oh my god, Argentina, you mean? Will you make Mortal Kombat characters in sculpting? Probably yes. Nico, a lot of O's. Again, I have no idea which direction with 3D to go. You have to try if the 3D is for you as a whole, and then to see. This is Admuhi art from Indonesia. And Admuhi is making this interesting character, which the first image is from the back. We don't see a face. It's awkward. So never do first image of your artwork like this. This also is not good for a first image. No. This one, maybe face is good for a first image, but this face is not exactly perfect. Hero from Legend of Nuzantra. And this could be good for a first thing to see, like a turntable. This is not a good thing to see as a first thing. Okay, this is a character also. Head Superman sculpt. We have problems with anatomy here, the head anatomy. The eyes are too low. We have a huge forehead, amazingly huge. A little bit longer neck than it... no. The nose is fine. I mean, overall, not bad proportions, but there are things that could be better. Especially the upper head is too big. Good. Hikmet. Hikmet from Turkey probably. Yes, Turkey, I'm sorry. Here it says Turkey, it's not true, it's Turkey. Hikmet Doğukan Ozkan. And this G with this thing on the top, I think it's not read. So it's not Dogukan, it's Doğukan, I guess. This is my guess. But now you never know. Nico, you skipped my portfolio. I had sent it 30 December. Should I send it again for another stream? We will see. Let me see it after this one. This character I like. It's kind of a witch character. It has a low poly. It's looking good. These characters are looking great. Not bad. Although this arm looks a little bit... We have to be careful. This with all the armors... Yeah, it's not bad, but I would like, and in this position, to have a little bit more ambient occlusion. Here we have it, and it's looking nice. But we don't have a face. When we don't have a face, we don't have likes. This has 5 likes. This have a face and have 2 likes, which is a little bit contrary to my belief. Usually, when you have a face, especially female, you should have more likes. But we have this, which is a painting, and it looks pretty awesome. And we have other drawings. So this guy is a 2D artist and not a bad one at all. I mean, he's drawing pretty well. His 3D work is fine, but he needs more probably practice in order to develop it, in order to make it better. Usually when you come from a 2D art background, as this guy, and he was relatively good, I mean, pretty good. I don't think I was that good when I was doing 2D. So he's doing great. But in the 3D, you need more practice. This one is like a doll, and it doesn't look good as... I mean, when you look at it, you see, okay, this is a doll, it has this and this, but when you look at it like this, it looks like it's just not well made, because it has very thick wrists and all this stuff, and when you look at it from up close, then you understand why it has that, but people will usually not click on it that much because of the overall thumbnail doesn't look quite nice. So, my opinion, maybe some of the drawings, like this one for example, which is, yeah, this is animation, but in the thumbnail it's something super simple, and we don't know if it's animation or not, but it's cool animations, but still I don't know if it's for here, because on the thumbnail it looks like something super simple sketch. We don't know that this is actual animation. So yeah, this one also is animation, but it's very poorly rendered and it doesn't look good on the thumbnail. So those are just placed things that this guy was experimenting with and placed them here. They don't belong usually in a professional portfolio. If Hikmet wants to make his portfolio more professional, he have to remove 70% of the artworks here. Has to be gone and leave only the other ones. So 30th of December, you say, have we really missed that? Let's see. 30th of December, we check this, we check this, we check this today. So 30th of December, we have two things. I think one even. So yeah, I think we did it. It's fine. Quarter news. We don't have a quarter news here from 30th of December. No, we don't have. So either you haven't put it in 30th of December, your nickname is not quarter news in the chat, in the Discord, or something else had happened that we don't know about. Sometimes things happen. Janice is live now and she's doing some... Let's see what's happening. She's doing a monster. What kind of monster is this? A Godzilla with 4 arms. Very nice. Turn it towards us and let's see the face of the Godzilla. Oh, this is not a Godzilla. This is some kind of a Diablo character. So how many points? It has 4.7 million, 53 million triangles. What kind of video card and how much RAM do you have? What's happening here?
64 RAM.
64, okay. And?
4070.
4070. Like mine.
Yeah.
And you are able to do it. Very good, very good. Why do you have 6 or 5 cameras? 6 cameras. No, 7 cameras. I don't know.
Oh, it was for renders, but I'm not using them at the moment.
Ah, okay. Cool.
They are irrelevant.
Good, good. A lot of detail. And by the way, your works show that actually Blender can support pretty much a lot of polygons without too much of a issue. I mean, are you having some big lags or something?
I experienced no lags, but I have it in subtools, so you know it's not like the whole mesh.
Very cool.
Yeah, but yeah, this is cycles, by the way, so you see it's moving kind of smoothly.
In cycles, yeah, in cycles is more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you show it in the just viewport? Yeah, this one. Okay. A lot of detail. By the way, when you are putting so much detail, it's not as good. Why? The eye, when you're looking at some work, the eye has to get somewhere to rest. So detail, places of not so much detail, and stuff like this has to get one after the other. This has a lot of detail everywhere. So the eye doesn't know where to look. It's a little bit too much, maybe.
I'm trying to fix it at the moment because it's devoid from the year ago. So I'm just now doing it again, revamping some places.
Okay, you can, by the way, get to the legs from the front view. Show me the legs from the front. Yeah, yeah. So the heel is where your mouse is now. Is the heel, and you should just get the heels closer to each other. It will get a little bit more dynamic pose.
You mean like involved, right?
Yes, with a big grab brush. Bigger.
Wait, I forgot which one is it. Ah, this one.
This one, yeah, you're using this one.
I think it should be done a little.
Yeah, from afar. A little bit more. More. No, the upper portion should go. Also the upper portion, not only the heel, but this behind the heel. Yeah, but no, this no.
I get what you mean, but it's so hard to grab because you know it has a lot of poly.
Yeah. This.
Yeah, it's hard to grab, but I know what you mean because usually, dynamic poses are done like that.
Yeah, it will have like downward to the knee, then it will go inward, and then it will go outward to the. The
Like
thing.
this one would go a little bit.
Yes, a little bit outward. Yeah. Just a little idea. Okay, guys, I will leave you to this. I will continue the stream in YouTube because we are doing the stream right now. Okay, let's continue with some other portfolio. How much time? 1 hour and 43 minutes. Yeah, we have a little bit more time. Nico, what do you think about the 3D industry nowadays, and what do you think about the future? I'm positive about the future. I have positive thinkings about the future, but the present is not that positive. Right now, the future should be fine. Yeah, fantastic. Mr. Bombastic, Telefantastic. We will see it on the show off, by the way. I like this face. It's looking pretty realistic. This is Vuong 27 from Vietnam. I've been to Vietnam. I know what's happening there. It's a pretty well developed country. By the way, Vietnam, I noticed that it's almost on the level of my country as overall everything. But they have super huge infrastructural projects that we don't have. I mean, like huge bridges and stuff we just don't have. Probably the Chinese are making those things for them, but I don't know. I'm just guessing because China is nowadays making huge infrastructural projects all over the world. In Africa and probably in Vietnam, who knows. But this character is looking pretty professional with a lot of details. So it is pretty nice, and it's from 2 years ago actually, so pretty old. This one is from 2 years ago. The overall portfolio is old. 2 years ago. We don't have anything new. We want something new from this guy. Because the overall portfolio is old. We don't want old portfolios. We want new ones. So, thank you. Let's go to general and go up to the 30th of December and see if we can find the portfolio. 30th of December. Okay, this is the 30th of December here. This is a portfolio from 30th of December. Maybe it is this one. This is, by the way, the course that I did. Create commercial game 3D character episode 1. And this is a whole character with retopology and everything I created in Blender. And yeah, probably this is the portfolio. Let's see it. Okay, some 2D arts. Looking good. This also looking nice. This is 3D. A little bit of a problem here with the shoulder. When the arm is going forward and outward, the shoulder is bulging and it's lifting. So now this looks a little bit broken here. Other than that, this pose looking nice. I like the bold folds on the pants. Looking good. I like also the hair. And this one is some kind of monster. Looking cool. This is a nice bear. I like this bear. Although something like a work in progress. So a study doesn't belong exactly in a professional portfolio as those some other things. So be careful with that. Ah, you mean show off channel. Okay, I didn't get that. So let's go to the show off channel. Let's go up and up and up and up. The show off channel, people are liking to show off. As we can see, we have a lot of posts since the 30th of December. This is 31, this is the 30th, and Quaternus. Do we have Quaternus? Yes. We have the Silco from Arcane. And I think we saw this portfolio at some point, somewhere. Or somebody else has done this character. I would personally not do this character because even in the show itself, he looks awkward. So when you do it, it will still look awkward, but it's fine. It's looking kind of like the character. This is looking great. I like it. But this is from where? 5 months ago. Okay, good. 5 months ago. Nice. This is 2D. Oh no, it's 3D. But it's looking like 2D. It's actually nice. I like it because of a big gun, nice boots, and overall silhouette is looking great. But we want more viewpoints because we are seeing this character. He's a 3D character, but we are seeing it only from one point. All the views are only from this point, which is a little bit awkward. I don't know why this is happening. We need more viewpoints. We need the turntable. This character is looking actually nice. This one, I mean, we are losing some detail on the face because of the shading, because of this kind of a toon shading, but I guess it's fine. But I like the other one more, and those are just a little bit too simple probably, and they're from 3 years ago, so maybe just remove them a little bit and it will be fine. Cordoba, Argentina. By the way, I was to Cordoba, but not Argentina, Spain. I was in Cordoba once in Spain, not in Argentina. As stylized artist, do you think it's worth to learn Marvelous? For me, it's not. I mean, I don't work with Marvelous because even if I have to do realistic folds, I will be able to sculpt them with good references. And nowadays you can find good references in Temu, for example. This website, which is like AliExpress, but Temu, very famous. And they have a lot of like jackets and pants and everything. And they have many pictures from the front, from the side, from the back of these jackets with very nice folds. So you can find definitely nice references from those kind of websites. It's a little trick that you can have. Thanks for the feedback and looking at it. Sorry that I took so long to find. Not a problem. We have time here because we are having fun. It's not that we are aiming for some huge view count or whatever. Although we have 165 people, 165 people watching, which for Artstation portfolio reviews is a lot, which is great. Thieves Gallery. Okay, we have this kind of thing, environment, nice, cool. This a little bit too simple for my taste and with no attention to detail, I would say. This is just the texture which is placed on there without any touching with the hand, and it doesn't look that good. When you retouch it with the hand, it looks better. This, I don't know what's happening here, but it looks pretty interesting and awkward. It has hands that are holding some kind of a mask or a face or whatever. Ooh. Oh. So this is a cool project, but the thumbnail is completely outrageous. This thumbnail will never make me click on it. This thumbnail is the worst thumbnail ever. It's just some dark things with nothing and it's just wow. That's why it has 17 views, 3 likes. Because nobody's clicking on that thumbnail. Obviously. So careful with that. Artistic things, which are artistic, they don't work quite well with games or whatever. So you have to be careful. What do you want to do? Do you want to do the things that you are super inspired of, like artistic things, like dark and grimy and everything? Yes, it's fine. It's for fun. You are liking it. You are expressing yourself. But in order to be appealing to people who are searching for character artists, for example, you have to do some really good characters, commercial good characters. I had plastic surgery to look like you, now I can sculpt on the same level as you. Of course, if you make a plastic surgery and start looking like me, you will immediately absorb my skill and you will start to sculpt like me, which is great. Can you not combine those two things? If you can, do it. I don't know. Let's see this. It looks very good. This is Sucerna from Mexico. And we have some 3Ds here, I think, but most of this is 2D. Let's say this one. This one is 3D. It's for a small figurine, I guess. Looking interesting. Folds, everything. The hands are a little bit too smooshy, like, you don't have... In a character like this, which is kind of stylized character, you want your fingers to be more square. These fingers are not looking good for this character. That's what I'm noticing here. Other than that, this is pretty cool. This is from Jan Drenovec. Good. Nice looking sword. This is an interesting looking model. Low poly and everything. Hand painting. I think we've seen this. It's like looking cool. And again, when you're shooting or rendering your characters from the front view, Usually it's a little bit boring, so be careful with that. This is just a drawing, or not. Yes, probably drawing from Clip Studio Paint. So this guy is good with drawing, good with light, and this one is looking great, by the way. This one is looking very, very nice. Because it looks like a drawing, but it's actually 3D. And it's, wow. He can do stuff, definitely. The 3D needs more work, actually, in some areas. This is from last year, and it's probably one of the first 3Ds that this guy made, or this girl, I don't know, this artist. But has nice things. I don't know what to think, because nice, very colorful things, and the 3Ds are a little bit like, meh, you know, not as good in some areas, although it's the nose is pretty good in this one. The other parts, I'm not sure. It's a little bit too artistic for my taste. As I said, artistic things are fine, but you have to choose if you're gonna do artistic stuff or you're gonna do commercial stuff. I like to do commercial stuff, and this brings me pleasure. Some people probably don't like to do commercial stuff, but it depends. Nico, is it good practice to touch yourself while learning anatomy? I always say it's a good practice, so definitely. Will you make more rigging videos on YouTube? I have never made a rigging video in YouTube, I think, so I probably will not do more. You know? Hey Nico, thanks so much for your feedback. I'm guy who did the red dragon in the tree. Shame that I didn't accomplish the 10% rule. Yeah, as we see in my portfolio, I cannot accomplish the 10% rule also in some of the cases, so yeah. Why am I speaking since I cannot accomplish it myself? I like this one. Why? Because it has interesting anatomy, although when I look at it up close, it's awkward on the mouth area. This one, let's see. Cowboy. Looking good, but the eyes are awkward. I mean, they don't have shadow and they look like he's too much opening them, although they're not too much opened. So shadow on the eyeball will be necessary. Other than that, I like the garments here, the clothes. They're looking fine. The hat is looking mighty fine. So good. Let's see this one. This one is looking great. I like it a lot. This character, the Guardian, is good. In-game character, very nice. We have nice things going on. Yeah, let's see this bike. Cool bike. This, not so good. I mean, anatomy study, relatively fine. This shoulder is too small and it has to be a little bit longer, and there are some issues, but overall, not a bad study. I don't know if it's for Artstation because the renders are not that good, but it's a good way to study anatomy to make this, because it takes a lot of time, and when something takes a lot of time, usually you gain something from it. This is not exactly the best head that I've seen, and also it's kind of a study. Those kind of studies, they don't belong. This thing is much better, very nice looking, very good materials, nice render. So this vest is much better than this face, if we have to compare. So when something in your portfolio is much better than other thing, this other thing has to go. You don't want to keep super good things and bad things in the same portfolio. Just saying. How do you distinguish commercial and artistic? Can't think of compositing. What else? Overall, when you're making artistic character, you are combining it with the environment. You are making it fit within the environment. It's not like contrast between the environment and the character. It's inside. And for example, while we are making a commercial character, we want to emphasize on the character. So we'll do it with plain background. The emphasis is on the character with its clothes and anatomy and everything. So character, not environment. For example, the weekly sculpt challenge, we are doing some venoms, and this is a commercial Venom because it's only a character. Everything is visible. We can see the anatomy. We can see everything. So this is a commercial. This one is more artistic right now, although it's still commercial because we can see the characters pretty clearly. But it has two characters now, so it's starting to get more like diorama with more things on it. It's not that commercial 3D character, we may say. Ooh, this Venom is looking pretty thick. And it's closer to the concept than mine, actually, because it's very thick. Although the tongue is a little bit too big, but I like the super thick legs. They're kind of cartoony and very thick anatomy. Bulky. Very good. Very good. Or good. Nice. Pretty cool job. I like it. This is the weekly challenge, by the way. This is what I did yesterday for the stream from Killerzilla or Kizerilla, the guy. So yeah, if you want, you can check it out. Now, the Funk Soul brother. Hey Nico, I wonder why it's easier for me to do more realistic characters, but I really struggle with stylized style. I find it really hard. Any tips on that? Thank you. If you struggle with some style, it's either that you don't like it that much and you don't want to do it that much. So you just don't do it. If you like some style, like realistic, for example, just do realistic and you will get good at it and you will be fine. Stylized, it's not for everybody. For me, I like it a lot. It gives me pleasure to do it, stylized characters, and I do them and they are fine. If you don't like to do it, don't do it. I was told that I need to look in the mirror and sculpt muscles that way. Do I need to pump up first to sculpt? Yes, exactly. You need to do push-ups, pull-ups, and sometimes sit-ups. And then you will be able to sculpt the muscles better. What do you think if I make marketing material in 3D for some agencies or so? I think you should do it if you can. Hey Nico, thank you for reviewed my portfolio a bit earlier. Missed it, but I've watched the recording. Thank you very much for the feedback and for the courses. I like them very much. Cheers. Thank you, Ievgen. El Mehdi will be probably the last guy that we will review today. But tomorrow, but the day after tomorrow, we probably could do something. So we have a character here, one character. G-Man. It looks like G-Man actually, a little bit. I like it. I like how he has realistic hair. Very cool. And overall, not bad job. But black background usually I don't like. But it's fine. It's a nice gun with a big magazine. A lot of things. 20. There are 20 9mm round in this double magazine. It's something like a double magazine. So 20 times you can shoot. It's interesting, yeah. It's a cool, wow, a lot of things like fingerprints, scratches, a lot of detail on this gun. And if you just watch this gun from here, you will not even click on it because the thumbnail is kind of bad. You cannot see what's happening. It doesn't have a nice silhouette of a gun or whatever. So probably most people will not click even on this. But when you click on it and when you go down, by the way, remember, some people, when they click on your artwork, they just see the first picture and they don't go down. If your first picture is not appealing enough, it's not good. So I'm going down also, always. So I see what's happening. Yeah. Cool. That's interesting weapon. This is from Second World War, or it's modern. Maybe it's some kind of modern version of a Second World War pistol. It's a pistol for assassinations, I guess. The pistol itself looks like a silencer, and it has silencer. So it's super silence pistol, I guess. Okay, this is a gun. Interesting, but it doesn't look good in the thumbnail, and it doesn't look good here in the top. It's just a little bit boring. Yeah, it's a nice design, but the render itself, it's not that bright, it's not that cool. And do you really want something like this to sit as presenting of your most skills. I don't know. If El Mehdi from Morocco wants to do mostly and can do mostly hard surface, then it's probably fine. But I usually review characters. Kindly unblock me in Discord server. My ID was hacked. My username is rpitgg200 2300. Okay, we can do that. But now we have to finish this Artstation portfolio reviews. How many portfolios we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 only! And I've closed this for submissions for now. If Thursday we can make the video, we will finish them, and I will open the channel again for Artstation portfolios. So near of mine. Yeah, you have to wait until the day after tomorrow. Probably we will do that then. And goodbye for now, guys. See you in the next one, which will be hopefully Thursday. If not, we'll see.